morning and welcome. Let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Okay, our first order of business will be the meeting minutes from 9/11, 9/12, and 9/18. Can we do those all together? So we have meeting minutes have been electronically sent. A copy in your packets. Any additions or corrections to the minutes?
Make a motion to approve.
Moved by Matt to approve the minutes of 9/11, 9/12, and 9/18. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Tony. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Same sign. Motion carried. And let the record show that all council members are present today. Okay, the next item of business is budget adoptions. We'll discuss each one individually on there if we need to, and then we'll have one motion to approve the budgets. First is the Daviess County budget, and I took some time to review that budget compared to the last 3 years, and also did a line-by-line comparison against the current budget that we have for '24. And a couple comments I want to make on it. First, when we look at the general fund, our budget this year that we're getting ready to adopt is $21,693.7. It's quite a bit of an increase from the previous year. The previous year's budget was $19,449,781. The largest increase is a line item on there that was not on the previous year's budget, which is the capital improvement, which is for the courthouse renovation of $1.4 million, which we appropriated this year, actually. But from an accounting standpoint and best practices, we're going to go ahead and include it in the budget for '24. So with that money, if you take that capital improvement out, we had a $843,226 increase, and that's a 4.34% in that budget. Any questions, concerns, comments about county general? Okay, so I went ahead and did the same process for the total budget for the county, and the previous year was $36,982,370, and this year the amount we're looking at granting is $41,327,354. So that's an increase of $4.3 million and some change there. There are 7 line items on this budget that were not included in the previous year in '24, primarily due to the courthouse renovation, but also some other ones like the Indiana Health Fund. That was almost $800,000. So if you take those 7 fund line items that we have now, that came to almost $2 million, $1,927,000. And then if you put in the $1.4 million from the general fund that we just talked about with the courthouse renovation, you actually have an increase of about $1 million over the previous year, and that was 2.75%. So I think all in all, did a pretty good job controlling the costs. I do want to thank the council, and I want to thank the elected officials and the department heads for doing a good job with the budget. We didn't have to spend a lot of time because I thought we had a very, very good 2 days of work sessions, and I think it's a good job overall. Any other comments, questions about the budget? Okay, the other budget adoptions that we're looking at are the solid waste, Daviess County solid waste. That's adopted budget of $1,247,425. And we have special fire general, which I guess is the Southeast Daviess Fire Protection. That's adopted budget of $192,270. We have one for the Veal Fire District, $77,400. And then we have the Odin Winkleplex Library of $195,452. And I would comment on that Susan Graver with the Daviess County, North Daviess, Odin Winkleplex Library, came to the last commissioners meeting. There was an error. I don't know if it was an error or not, but 2 towns were not included when she included the 5 townships to form the North Daviess Winkleplex Library. So the town of Elnora wasn't actually in it, or the town of Plainville. So she met with those town councils. They approved that. They came before the commissioners, and now the whole North Daviess area will be actually in the library. What is it? Yes. Okay. So like I said, that budget was $195,452. Any questions, comments, concerns about the budgets that we've reviewed previously? If not, I would entertain a motion to adopt the budgets for 2025. Moved by Marilyn. Is there a second? Second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
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 Anyone opposed, same sign. 7-0 on the budget adoption. Okay, third item of business is the 2025 mileage rate. That's something that we revisit annually, or maybe sometimes semi-annually. Right now, we're at, I guess I should have looked that up. What was it? 43 cents. And fuel cost has come down a little bit, I guess, when you compare that to where we are now. And it's just that, do we need to make a change in the mileage reimbursement or continue where we're at? There's been no change in the schedule by the state at this time.
What are we at now?
43 cents. It's between 358 and 383.
Basically, it's 2 cents if you go down. I would just keep it as it is.
Yeah, I'll just keep it.
I'll make a motion to keep it the same.
Motion by Matt, seconded by Tony, to keep the mileage rate at 43 cents per mile. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? 7-0. Okay, we have some additional appropriations from the general fund. Sheriff, would you like to talk a little bit about yours? We have a couple on there for you for uniforms and for the security center.
Right. Security center, 52,000. That's for meals. That should give me through the rest of the year on meals. I believe y'all cut that last year in the budget process. And then institutional.
That worked out great, didn't it?
Pardon?
That worked out great, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Institutional medical, same there. That's to cover the contract with Quality Correctional Care, and then uniforms.
Sheriff, are any of those line items something that you would be willing to pay out of the commissary fund, since some of it is for inmates? What's your feelings on that? I know we have a pretty healthy balance there.
We do right now, okay? And my view on that is there is a law going through Congress right now where they're trying to restrict that even more and bring less to what I make, okay? It's going to affect the state of Indiana $10 million. With their prison system, that's what they generate, and they pay for their IT out of that. So I don't know where that money's going to come from. We opposed it rigorously, and it passed, and we're still opposing it now. And it's basically a family person of someone that was incarcerated and was having to pay for the phone bill, and they thought it was too high. But that's why they decided to try to change it. They've been messing with that for years, and we've always opposed it. But I could see a time where that's gonna be narrowed down even more, and I can't answer as to where that will be. The future's murky on it, is what I'm telling you. So, it could be, but we haven't yet. I just take small amounts and buy little things out of it. I don't spend large amounts out of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I do have a project in mind for our SRU unit and mobile command center. I was hoping to pay the majority out of that for that. That'll hit it pretty hard. But we need one of those because we don't have one of those. I did buy I did buy 2 drones out of it here recently, certified drone guys, and I'm paying for the software out of that for that. It's a 3-year contract, and we'll see if the software is going to be worth maintaining, but that's something for the next guy
Okay.
to worry about on that. So I do have quite a bit that comes out of that. We pay all of our phones out of that, all of our mobile tracking, all of our computer, what's those little boxes in the cars? Yeah, modems. The modems in the cars, yeah. That all comes out of there. So we do pay a lot out of it now.
Okay. All right, so the sheriff's put together 3 requests here totaling $68,000. Any other questions for the,
I guess,
moved by Mike to approve? Is there a second? Second by Mike Myers. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Carried 7-0. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Dale, let's talk about the IT computer equipment.
This actually landed in the security center also. I'll give you guys what I've went through in a nutshell, and if you want me to elaborate on anything, let me know. I came to you guys, the need come up for the sheriff's storage array, big hard drive stack over there, which runs the whole place, is getting near capacity. When I started to quote this, the information I was given from Dell on the renewal for what we have now skewed my 5-year numbers by about $125,000 savings. So when I first come to you, or first started updating you guys, I was seeking two units. The real numbers come in, and the savings isn't there to force 2 units now. I'm just addressing the one that is in distress. I've been back and forth with Dell Pure Storage and HP. I've got it down now to a new HP Electra 65 terabyte, 5-year covered storage is 74,350, which over a 5-year term on what we have now, compared to just adding disks to what we have now and paying the maintenance, would be about $90,000 over 5 years. The Dell solution was going to be about $85,005 for 5 years covered, and the HP come in at $74,350. I don't think we'll get a better price than that. That's a lot of storage, new technology, dual processors. I mean, and their current storage is about 20 terabyte. This would give them up to 65. So their system is growing at a rapid rate with all the images and videos and body cam footage and everything going in. This should take them through probably more like 6 or 7 years. When you get out past the 5, your variable is how much are they going to charge you for maintenance? Because the maintenance cost, like here, easily went over. And if you look at a 5-year, these units are on their 8th year. I try to buy them and make sure they're going to go 5. These are on their 8th, so they've done their duty. The plan would be then just to pay the lower half of the maintenance cost and keep the one here running. It is older technology. We will see a difference in the two. My plan would be then in 2025 to upgrade the one here. And I have been in talks with the county assessor, a lot of tax information on this one, and about getting some funding committed for that one in January or February. But so for now, I'm asking for the 75,000 to cover getting the unit, getting it put in for the security center, and we would be going with the HP Electra.
Question, how long do you have to keep body cam footage and jail recordings and all that? Is there a time period where you don't have to worry about it anymore?
For the criminal side of it, it's pretty well got to hold on to it for 7 years at least, I would say. The jail footage is on a separate system from this. All the cameras in the jail in this building go to a different thing. I think it's 192 days turnover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dan's always said 100, we had to have 192, it could be released, like 191 days you have to have it.
I thought it was like 180, and we went with 190.
And we actually have his, like I said, his video footage is on one system, his interview rooms, we still have them back to 2008 on a separate storage bank, and this is the operating production bank that's running their Spillman and their Flex system and all their user profiles and authentication.
Body cam videos basically go up into a cloud, but then we will assign them to a case. So then that takes up room in the Spillman side of it. The non-case ones go to the cloud and they just expire when they expire. If it's a criminal case, then it goes into the system, and photographs are the same way. And they're held there indefinitely, pretty much. I had somebody call 2 weeks ago wanting a file from 1964. I'm like, yeah, we don't have
I don't
that.
have that.
Yeah, and occasionally we'll get to the oldest physical document record I can find there was in 74. So anything before 74 is gone, and I got a huge mess down in the basement. I got to do a lot of shredding down there. So there's going to be a winter project to get some of those. There's stuff down there from the 80s that don't need to be taking up shelf space, but that's not computer stuff.
I know I've spoken to Dale about this in the past. He's done his due diligence on all this equipment. He found the best price, the best bang for the buck, so I would make the motion to approve.
Moved by Matt,
I'll second.
second by Mike Sprinkle. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Carried 7-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
And that's covers, that's about 15,000 bucks a year for storage, so, and that's, thank you guys.
Thank you. Okay, the last appropriation we're looking at is the $6,240 for Tom's moving, no relation to me.
Such a retired job?
Yeah. It's coming out of the commissioner's budget, and it's for the election day things that we've already approved there.
Yep.
Entertain a motion.
I'll move it.
Moved by Tony, second by Marilyn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Carried 7-0. We do have some other information in your packets there. We have the Davies-Martin Joint County Parks and Recreation Board minutes. We have the Davies County Aviation rate sheet, September minutes, financial report, engineering report, and manager report, all for the airport. And I would comment that several elected officials from the county, and actually some leaders from the county, did attend the AIC conference down in Florence, Indiana. And it was a very good conference. Marilyn and I and Jen in here went. And the county did get an award. Maybe, Jen, you could comment a little bit on that, please.
AIC gave out several awards to different counties, and Daviess County was awarded a cooperation award for the Montgomery Bridge. So Chris does have the big sign out at the highway department. And hopefully we'll get a news release out with a picture of us accepting that award last week.
Okay. Any other comments, Marilyn?
It's very informative.
Yep, very good meeting. Any other business to be brought before the council? Yes, you may.
We should have and I've notified you all, but we should have a closing this week relative to land up at Westgate. It doesn't specifically relate to functions of yours, but it's the redevelopment commission. It's smaller, a smaller tract than what we thought or what we were initially planning, but it'll still be a positive thing for the county and a positive thing for the Westgate area. I believe Matt has everything he needs to be able to get that done. We are pretty close to the date when it's supposed to happen, and I just wanted to update you all on that. Thereafter, there will be discussions about how, like a budget for the redevelopment commission, how that money should be allocated, spent, what happens with that. So redevelopment should be meeting again on October the 22nd, if I'm recalling correctly. So positive thing, you guys have a lot of the information, but just wanted to update you on that. I think that's the only item I want to bring up here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schwartzentruber. Anything else from the public?
Tom,
Yes.
I've been named, and I keep forgetting, but the State Board of Accounts report that we got, just want to comment, I appreciate all the auditor's office and what they've done to make sure the books were in place, and got a very favorable rating from State Board of Accounts. So just appreciate all your work in the auditor's office for that.
No, there's absolutely no corrections to our audit. It was outstanding, and they made the comment that very seldom does that happen.
Yeah.
There's no other business. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Matt,
Second.
second by Mike Sprinkle. All those in favor say aye.